Please remember, there isn't much time left in the season of giving to make your tax-deductible donation to our sister organization, St. Michael's Media, to help us with our overall efforts here at RealCatholicTV.com. Just click on the donate button. Thank you for your generous help, and have a very merry and blessed Christmas.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by PewSitter.com, your online Catholic newspaper for the third millennium, CatholicMediaCoalition.org, in line with the Church, online with the world.
And TheAmericanCatholic.com, politics and culture from a Catholic perspective.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. An UnCatholic Compromise. Two Catholic institutions are trying to forge a compromise with Obama over his mandate that all religious institutions include contraception, sterilization, and maybe even abortion in their health care plans. The Washington Times reports Notre Dame and the Catholic Health Association are proposing to replace the unconstitutional demand with an amendment using language derived from Internal Revenue Service Code, which exempts church-associated pension plans from the Employee Retirement Income Security Act. The Times says the language in the IRS law does not widen the scope of religious freedom on the matter, only serving up similar limitations that are even confirmed in a previous court case on an issue involving a Baptist church. According to the Cardinal Newman Society, the American bishops also disapprove of the compromise, perhaps because they have been burned by the White House trying to work with Obama on issues like contraception, immigration, and abortion before. Planned Parenthood grant denied. The state of Michigan is pulling the plug on a grant that would have gone to Planned Parenthood just as they are trying to build another clinic in the state. The grant would have been given to Planned Parenthood of Mid and South Michigan for 2012 to be spent on furbishing the 17,000 square foot building they intend to be an abortion mill. Plans of the abortion giant to spend the money would have been delayed anyway, since the empty building has a deed restriction on it that they are challenging in court. Planned Parenthood has been experiencing funding hiccups all across the country ever since multiple states have tried defunding the abortion organization over the summer. So much sex. A surprising number of teens are engaging in group sex, shown in a recent report from the Boston University School of Public Health. According to theblaze.com, the report found that as many as 1 in 13 of the girls, or 7.3% of them, are taking part in that study, had participated in multi-person sex, ranging from game rape to sex parties. A third of the girls claimed drugs or alcohol were factors, and more than half claimed to be pressured into the situation. These numbers correlate to a study done in Sweden, which the Boston University Medical Center confirms 7% of sexually active females engage in group sex. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web, and RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
Marriage rates. Marriage is dying in America, as the number of U.S. citizens over 18 who are married has fallen to an all-time low. The Pew Research Center says only 51% of them are married, compared to 72% in 1960. The researchers of the study say it was, quote, beyond the scope of this analysis to explain why marriage has declined, while Fox News cites what could be a valid reason. In a recent study of cohabitating couples, 67% cited fear of divorce as a barrier to marriage. The, quote, social, legal, emotional, and economic consequences of divorce were mentioned as a major factor, while concern of young people over finding, quote, the one seems to also be growing. Hands-on Sainthood. One film school is creating a series of saint programs that come with figurines, meant to give children a more hands-on approach to holiness. According to Catholic News Service, the new, quote, Action Saints series, made by Denver-based Colby Film School, will educate young children about the faith and make them more acquainted with the saints, while also providing figurines to, quote, Put the Saints in Action. The film school says the idea stems from the notion that fragile ceramic or metal figures of the saints send a do not touch message to kids, creating a need for the child-friendly 4-inch figurines. Colby Film School has a mission to train artists to create media inspiring to the culture of life. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Thanks for tuning in today. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. And be sure to check out The Vortex today, where Michael talks about taking Christ out of Christmas. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tell all your friends about us. And as always, God bless you.